Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is William Ragsdale and today I am talking about whether or not a person that is caught selling crack and a person that is caught selling cocaine, if they should receive the same sentence. Now, throughout the years, depending on what crime was committed, there have been different types of punishments, all the way from time served in jail or to the death penalty for murder to things of community service or other events. Now, today we're dealing with drugs. So, should the crime of selling crack and the crime of selling cocaine receive the same punishment? Now, see, that's an interesting subject if you think about it. Different drugs have been treated in different ways, from pharmaceutical drugs to illegal narcotics. Each one normally has various punishments depending on how severe the drug is. In my opinion, they both should receive the same punishment. Now, I'm saying this because of the fact that, if you think about it, if you steal something, depending on how much monetary value it's worth, you get a different punishment, same for how many people you kill or stuff like that. However, that's because it's labeled as burglary, robbery, murder, and so forth. As for drugs, it's illegal narcotics. So by having various punishments, what it's really telling the criminals is that, hey, this drug is wrong, but it's less wrong to sell this drug than it is to turn around and sell the other drug. Now, does that sound right for a type of punishment for breaking the law? In my opinion, no, because basically that means criminals can weigh their options as to what kind of crime or punishment they'd rather receive or do. Now, I think that they should be made the same. That way, it's an equal punishment all the way across. That'd be like saying that heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and dope are all the same punishment. This causes a form of deterrence and dissuades criminals from wanting to commit those certain crimes because they then know that all of them will get them the same punishment. I mean, think about it from this standpoint. As a child, if you were to do something you weren't supposed to do, would you end up doing something where you did get punished worse or get punished less? Like screaming at your parent versus turning around and breaking something that they own. You would scream at your parent because at most you might get grounded, time out, or something like that. You break something and there's a possibility of being grounded, but also more discipline, like being spanked or something. Which one do you think the child's going to go for more? The lesser of the two punishments. So instead of really discouraging them in a ways, you just telling them, hey, this is wrong, but this is somewhat okay. It is important to turn around and try to keep punishments fair and even across. Now, yes, I know some people go, well, then why don't we just make the drugs legal? That's a whole nother issue that should be dealt with in a whole nother discussion. This one, like I said, is focusing on should the punishments be the same. And like I said, yes, I believe so. In criminal justice, we're trying to deter criminals from committing heinous acts or crimes. By having various punishments for the same type of thing, illegal drugs, basically, like I said earlier, it gives them the chance to weigh the options as to which evil they want to commit. Another challenge is the fact that certain states also treat drugs differently. Like in some states, marijuana, per se, is legal, while in other states it's not. So therefore, people are more likely to turn around and go over to the other states to use said drug because there it's okay for them to do it. So in a ways, is that telling them that this is wrong by saying, hey, it's illegal here, but it's legal over there. What do you think's going to happen? Everybody's going to go over there and come back over here to where they once were, possibly bringing it back and causing more issues. They'd be like saying, you can get drunk in this bar. You're not allowed to get drunk out in public. So what's everybody going to do? They're going to go to the bar and start drinking and drinking. But then they have to come out of the bar, in which case they're completely inebriated and could cause further issues instead of making things better. So to sum it all up, yes, I think the punishments for selling crack and the punishments for selling the other drug should be the same because we want to discourage people from selling or dealing with the drugs altogether. But that's all up to you to decide what you think on the subject. Thank you for listening to my discussion.